What's up, everybody? Welcome to 2016, a brand new year, a whole new experience, and a lot more mods. What's in store for the Mustang? Little things such as front mount intercooler, hard pipes, aftermarket blow-off valve, a full exhaust system, tires, suspension. We're going over the whole car, and here's the kicker. In March, there's something called the ecoboost shootout at a local drag strip. We are going to try to compete in that. Now, granted, we're not going to be in the 9s, we're not going to be in the low 10s, but we're going to dramatically improve and, dare I say, get a little cocky and going to say it's 11s or bust. Now, granted, a lot of you guys will be like, why? 11s, Alex, 11s is nothing. Fucking GTs can run that shit with intake to an exhaust. Well, I'm not a GT. I'm an ecoboost. And I don't have the driver mod. So, going from whatever this other time is that I'm running, we're going to try to get into the 11s. So that's this year's goal, or should I make it a season? That's this season's goal, to get into the 11s. And then after that, maybe, if everything just falls in place, we can try to get into the 9s, which I highly doubt is going to happen, because this is my beautiful daily driven race car. But we'll see what happens. I'm excited. Team Dende's excited. Tampa Stock's excited. Spinny Woo's excited. Everybody's excited because we have so much planned, and it's just so much and just so much stuff. But anyway, I want to welcome you all to the new year. And actually, this video is going to be the Atom-tuned review for the 2015 ecoboost Mustang. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Atom-tuned ecoboost Mustang review. This isn't Adam's car. This is more about the parts that I've gathered from Adam to make the car what it is today, right now, when you're watching this video. We have Denso plugs, which are gapped to Adam's spec. We have the cob access port with a tune from Adam, which we're currently still in the works of getting everything figured out with that. Wastegate actuator, which is pre-fit to Adam's specs. That's why when you get the actuator, you have the little tune plus or tune up thing on it, because it's not just a regular turbo smart actuator, it's actually pre-done for you to the best specs for the ecoboost according to Adam. Now, the only thing that wouldn't really be in that category would be the downpipe, which Adam doesn't make downpipe, so I suppose it really shouldn't matter, but it will still add a little difference to it. But besides that, the car is completely stock. No E85 like everybody's been saying, no meth, no nitrous on the intercooler, all of that crap that everybody's been talking, it's not there. So, woosah. Anyway, and we're actually coming up with another red light, so the appropriate thing to do would be to downshift and do a pull, right? So let's see if we can do this. Or we'll do a low roll. So we're doing 30, and here we go. The car pulls throughout the entire power band now. It is such an amazing feeling. Like, this is the way the car should feel from the factory. There's no doubt in my mind that the ecoboost was good, but this has made it better. The drop off at 5,500 RPM, you can, when you drive the car, especially in a manual, I don't know how it is in an automatic, but you can most definitely feel that there's a sudden loss in power. But with this actuator install combined with a Pro Tune and the better plugs, it's just so much more, I even want to say it's so much more responsive. It's such more car. It's ridiculous. And I'm sorry, I'm talking to Eric. And I don't even know how to explain it. Just I'm beside myself because with an intercooler, you don't even need the hard pipes for this, just the intercooler. And a Pro Tune and the wastegate actuator, you would be in good shape to hurt some feelings in your EcoBoost Mustang. I mean, the way the car sits right now, the 5th gen Camaro SS. Is it the 5th gen? Yeah, because the 6th gen was just released. Whatever, the one that's in Transformers, you know, that everybody has with the bumblebees and shit. That one. The car has beaten Camaro SS's. It hasn't beaten 5.0s or Coyotes, I should say, but we are on our way over there. Mustang. But doesn't matter. The main thing is the car feels great. It feels the way it should. Because even now, and actually, let me slow down a little because I do have to data log for Adam. So why not data log while we're doing this review? Because we have the option. So we're going to... I don't even know if we should get that slow. Anyway, we're in 3rd gear. We're going to turn the log on. And the light just turned red. So never mind. Next time. Point being is that the car feels so much better to drive. The overall, the experience, the excitement that you would expect from a turbocharged car is there. Now, dare I say it's a little violent. I drove Anthony's car, which is a 15.5.0, and when driving that vehicle, the power seems to be very linear, whereas in this vehicle, it seems to be a lot more violent. Okay, so I just turned green. We're gonna go ahead and data log real quick. So we're at 2,000 RPM, 3rd gear, and we're gonna hit it in 3, 2, 1. That was a data log pull. These are so exciting because you go from 3rd gear, 2,000 RPM, all the way to red line. And as you heard, I bounced off the rev limiter a little bit. Whatever, bite me. It was fun and it's great and I love it. I love winning races, which is why Adam had to be involved in this. Because yes, there are other tuning companies that can produce a more aggressive tune. I'm not gonna throw any names out there, not this time, but they're not as, how would I say that? They're not as, I don't wanna say conservative, but as well thought out. There are certain parameters and certain aspects that Adam looks at where I've been looking at some other companies, they don't even care about, for example, reaching a certain threshold as far as temperature is concerned. I'm located in Florida, and it's winter time, and finally we're in the 60s. Christmas, we had 85-degree weather. So you can imagine if I met some tuner that sends me a tune file for, 60, 50-degree weather, I don't even get into that. I mean, I'm amazed. My car says it's 64 degrees right now, which doesn't really feel like it outside, but, that's a different story. But the main part here is, again, that I feel like Adam's customer service and just his engagement with the community is a lot. It's very professional. It's very frequent, and he's building a car to a spec of what he wants to achieve. And once he gets there, if he can work through other companies, he will bring it out to the public. There's an actual meth injection kit that he's working on, which I'll put the link in the description for the thread if you guys are interested in reading on his build. I think I talked to you guys about it before. It's called Ermagerd Orange, but I'm very, very happy. The car feels so much better. The power band is there. Everything is there that you would expect. And actually, what I'm going to try to do is race Eric in Mexico to give you a comparison. One of my older videos, I raced my friend who has a 2015 Kia Optima, and it has a piggyback on it. And we were neck and neck at that point in time. But now, to show you the difference with the Pro Tune and the wastegate actuator, you will see that there is a very, very big difference in how both cars, well, not both cars, but how my car performs compared to how it did before. So that'll always be a great thing to just go over and actually physically see, because there are just so many parameters that you really can't think about. And when I say the power band is there all the way to redline, it's there. Now, I'm still in the data logging process for the wastegate actuator, and it would be a lot better if I had an actual front mount intercooler. But again, like I said in my other videos, when I was updating you guys on the Mustang, I did it ass backwards, and that's my fault. But an intercooler's on its way. So once we get that, we'll put that on, maybe do a couple of other things, because, you know, race car and tax return season, so I'm gonna fit the car out like a boss and then make sure it doesn't get repoed, because that's apparently what everybody's doing. They're buying new whips, slamming them, wanting the fuck out of them, and then by the time July comes around, the car's getting repoed. But I've had the car since July, and it's still here, and I make my payments, so like I said, guys, it's worth it. The wastegate actuator isn't available anymore at the time, but if you are nice enough, or I should say if Adam's nice enough, he will more than likely bring them out again. It's just the demand has to be there, which I believe the demand is there. So if you actually want to, I will, what? Hold on one second. Anyway. Yeah, like I said, get in touch with Adam. Or, you know what, let's do it this way. If you're watching this and you're interested in the tune-up wastegate actuator from Adam, go ahead, drop it in the comments section, and if I can show to Adam that enough people are interested, I'm sure he will get in touch with TurboSmart to produce another batch. And drop a like, drop a comment. The Mustang feels a lot better. And I don't know, I'm done. Guys, have a good day.